From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening and welcome into News Channel 15. I'm Eli Grimes. Let's take a look at tonight's news. In area arrest reports, WFIW says the Fairfield Police Department reported a busy weekend with multiple arrests between June 15th and the 16th, including several warrants, traffic offenses, and domestic violence cases. Don A. Taylor, 45 of Fairfield, was arrested at 12:25 a.m. on June 15th in the 1000 block of North Laurel Street. Taylor was wanted on a Wayne County failure to appear warrant for criminal damage to government-supported property. She was transported to the Wayne County Jail. Later that morning at 7:45 a.m., officers responded to a domestic disturbance in the 1200 block of Northwest 7th Street. Following an investigation, Cohen James Casson, age 34 of Fairfield, was arrested for domestic battery, and he was too booked into the Wayne County Jail. At 9:36 p.m. on the 15th of June, police conducted a traffic stop at Main and Northwest 5th Streets. The driver, Amanda Gail Garner, age 45 of Fairfield, was cited for driving without a valid license and arrested on a Clay County warrant for contempt of court. She was also lodged at the Wayne County Jail. In a separate incident earlier on June 15th at 12:40 a.m., officers made a traffic stop at Delaware and Northeast 7th Street. The driver refused to identify herself and repeatedly gave false information. She was arrested for obstructing identification. During that arrest, officers found a container with a white powder that tested positive for methamphetamine. After several hours in custody, the woman admitted to being Jacqueline S. Lloyd, 54, of Princeton, Indiana. Authorities confirmed her identity and discovered she had outstanding felony warrants in Vanderburgh and Gibson counties, Indiana, for methamphetamine possession, providing false information, and theft. Lloyd now faces local charges of meth possession and obstructing identification and remains in the Wayne County Jail. On June 16th at 8:10 p.m., officers responded to a domestic disturbance in the 500 block of West Elm Street. Terry Edward Richardson, 52 of Fairfield, was arrested for aggravated domestic battery and transported to the Wayne County Jail. Wayne County Sheriff's deputies also arrested 46-year-old Margaret Van Mater of Sisney Monday morning on a Clay County warrant for failure to appear on an original charge of operating a motor vehicle with a suspended registration. Van Mater was booked into the Wayne County Jail and given a notice to appear on the Clay County warrant. WRUL reports the White County Sheriff's Department is releasing details surrounding a few arrests that happened late last week. On Thursday, officers pulled over 30-year-old Melvin Lewis at Hucks in Carmi. A check with dispatch revealed Lewis to have a suspended license in Arkansas and no valid driver's license for Illinois. In all, Lewis is being charged with 3 violations, including driving while license was suspended, a misdemeanor, and also 2 felony counts. Lewis is being charged with unlawful use of property and possession of meth. Lewis was due in court for a first appearance Tuesday morning. WRUL also reports on Friday evening, just after 10:15 p.m., a sheriff's deputy pulled over 62-year-old Dina Applewhite of Carmi on Shipley at 1st Street. According to that report, law enforcement found the vehicle registration was expired, dating back to March of 2023. Beyond that, the officer says the sticker on the vehicle had another registration number for a 2002 Buick 4-door, not the 2012 Chevy Equinox she was driving. She's facing charges of unlawful display of registration of a sticker, operation of an uninsured motor vehicle, and operation of a vehicle displaying an expired Illinois registration. The vehicle was towed from the scene. Applewhite was released with a notice to appear for July 15th at 9 a.m. Back on Sunday, WSJD reports Mount Carmel police arrested Hector A. Vasquez, age 30 of Mount Carmel, for cruel treatment of an animal following an incident in the area of 6th and Walnut Street. Before the arrest, an off-duty MCPD officer observed Vasquez choke and kick his dog while walking in the area. The officers located Vasquez and the dog at 7th and Walnut, where he was taken into custody and transported to the Wabash County Jail. Vasquez was issued the above charge and later released on a notice to appear. The dog was turned over to the Wabash County Animal Shelter Buddies after the actual dog owner, Vasquez's father, agreed to surrender the dog to the shelter due to that incident. In other news, the Board of Trustees at the Illinois Eastern Community College District number 529 met Tuesday, June 17th of this year at Lincoln Trail College in Robinson. Chancellor Gower recognized Dr. Edgren for 11 years of service to Frontier Community College and to the IECC district. Chairman Carter recommended that the board pass a formal resolution recognizing Dr. Gerald J. Edgren for his outstanding service to Illinois Eastern Community Colleges in light of his upcoming retirement. The board then approved the minutes of the Board of Trustees regular meeting held on May 27th of this year. A resolution was adopted authorizing interfund loans during the 25-26 fiscal year, allowing the district to loan dollars between funds, provided the loans are repaid to the original fund within the academic year. A resolution was adopted to authorize certain expenditures from the Operations and Maintenance Fund, such as utilities, O&M salaries, and other soft expenses. Affiliation agreements were approved with Clay County Rehabilitation Center, CTF Illinois, Edwards County Health Office, the Rehabilitation and Performance Institute, Stonebridge Memory Care, Trilogy Rehab Services LLC, Wabash County Health Department, Kids Kingdom Preschool Incorporated, Daycare Center, and the SIHF Healthcare. A resolution was adopted authorizing the transfer of approximately up to $250,000 in interest earned in the working cash fund to the general fund and $1.5 million from the working cash fund to the liability and protection fund on or before June 30th of this year. Lease agreements were renewed between the district and certain locations and entities throughout the district. The board then authorized the chancellor to accept coverage of the district's property, casualty, and liability insurance with Wright Specialty. Insurance costs for the district were up approximately 25% due to claim history, age of the buildings, and market conditions. The board also approved a trust agreement with First National Bank in Olney for the Capital Development Board project, replacing the roof of the John D. Stoll Theater and Gymnasium at Olney Central College. The board authorized to the chancellor to deposit the district's local share of $265,000 into trust once the account is established. The board then approved authorization for an emergency repair project for the foyer flooring in the theater at Olney Central College. The board also approved the purchase of 3 full Snap-on tool kits to be made available to students of the WVC diesel program. Funding will come through the fiscal year 24 Innovative Bridge and Transitions Grant Program. Approval was also given for the purchase of the Upward Bound STEM space utilizing cooperative purchasing and grant dollars. Change in employment status was approved for Rob Jackman from Perkins Project Coordinator to Program Director of Perkins, effective June 23rd of 2025. Several assessed stipend special assignments for fiscal year 26 were approved as well. Resignation ratification was approved for Brady Martin as Academic Advisor of WVC, effective June 6th of 2025. Retirement ratification was also approved for Katie Head, Lead Custodian of WVC, effective July 31st, 2025. The next regular meeting of the Board of Trustees will be Tuesday, July 15th of this year at 6:15 p.m. at Olney Central College in Olney, Illinois. That does it for news. Stick around. I've got your weather forecast coming up next, and I will also be back to talk sports. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Get employee pricing at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2024 Bronco up to $10,500 off. And get a new 2024 F-150 up to $10,900 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Splash into savings at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2025 Ram 1500 with payments as low as $456 a month, or a 2024 Dodge Hornet for only $278 a month. Come in for yours today and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back. Let's talk your weather forecast. As you can see, as we go to tape today, most of our area is either in a tornado watch, and parts of our area are in a severe thunderstorm warning, including parts of north and central Wayne County, northwestern Edwards County, and parts of Jasper County. As we move forward throughout this severe weather alert day, we will put your radar in motion. This was just taken about 9:30 this morning, so a bit outdated, but no rain moving through our area, just that cold front coming through, producing those chances of severe weather throughout this evening. Moving into your almanac for today, we saw a high of 88 degrees, a low of 71, just about 5/10 of an inch of rain today, with your normal and records there on the screen, just about where we usually are for this time of year. Let's put your forecast map in motion. This starting at about 7 p.m. tonight. You can see that line of storms moves through our area, quickly developing and scattering rather those chances of showers and cloud coverage moving through our region into Thursday evening, where things will settle down and the heat will start to rise as we move forward into this weekend. On Saturday, those higher temperatures giving way to close to a heat advisory effect in our region, but not quite. As we move forward into the lows tonight, into tomorrow morning, most of our region going to be in that high 60 range to the low 70 range, 70 in Fairfield and 70 in Albion. They say showers, but most of that chance of rain will be scattered in nature. As we move forward into highs tomorrow on Thursday, most of the region is going to be in that low to mid 80 range, 85 there in Carmi and McLeansboro, the hot spot. As we move forward into the lows on Friday morning, going to be in that mid to high 60 range, 66, the hot spot there in Fairfield, Albion, and Mount Carmel. As we move forward into the highs on Friday, as I said, the temperatures start to rise into the high 80s, maybe possibly breaking the 90s on Friday, but likely going to be mostly in that high 80 range. As we look at your extended forecast, again, things start to clear up on Thursday, mostly sunny with a chance of cloud cover on Thursday again before we break through. The sunshine will continue mostly all of this weekend and into next week, with those heat advisory close to those temperatures for a heat advisory coming on Sunday and Monday. We can't rule out the chance of that on Saturday either. Your lows are going to be mostly in that low 70 to mid 70 range for the lows throughout the next work week. Keep an eye on that severe weather. We'll keep an eye on it as well. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Life doesn't slow down for busy families. From early practices to late night games, every moment matters. That's why First National Bank offers online tools to fit into your schedule no matter how hectic it gets. From mobile banking to quick check deposits, First National Bank makes it easy to keep up with life and stay on top of your finances. No matter the schedule, First National Bank keeps you in the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
In MLB scores from yesterday, the Cardinals got the bats going against the White Sox, winning that one 12-5. The Cubs beat the Brewers 5-3 in the NL Central matchup there. The Reds downed the Twins 6-5 in a close one, and the Pirates fell to Detroit 7-3. That's all for sports and our newscast tonight, as well as this week. A head up for viewers of News Channel 15 and avid listeners of our sister station WVJC 89.1 The Bash. Both stations will be down starting Thursday through Saturday due to a planned power outage and electrical maintenance. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. I'm Eli Grimes. Thanks for watching. Have a great night and an even better week.